Well, hello, I'm Neil Brown. I'm the president of the Poynter Institute for Media Studies. "50 years ago, this institute was created as something called the Modern Media Institute by a visionary newspaper editor named Nelson Poynter. Mr. Poynter believed that journalism and news should start at a local level, was best delivered by people who lived in the community, who were part of the community, and who were independent. Nelson Poynter predicted two things. One, he did foresee there will be too much consolidation of ownership of local news organizations, and they won't be locally based. The second thing, he said, we must dedicate ourselves to training, to getting better at what we do. Rather than leave the newspaper he owned to his heirs, he would create a school. It would be a school for professional journalists to get better at what they did. Ownership of his beloved St. Petersburg Times would go to the school. That school became what we like to think is the gold standard of professional development and training of journalists. Everybody's talking right now about the challenge in a society where facts are in question. Things that we used to take for granted are sort of confusing to us. Like, I thought facts were something we could all agree on. Well, now it's a much more complex media environment. We are the home for the nation's largest political fact-checking website, PolitiFact. We are the home to a media literacy program called MediaWise, which helps citizens fact-check the information they're getting on their phones and sort out what's true and what's not. We have an ethics center, which helps news organizations expand and do better in terms of the very challenging ethical dilemmas that come up, particularly with all the change in technology. And we are home to something called the International Fact-Checking Network, which helps fact-checkers globally in more than 150 countries. Our job is basically to create a news and information ecosystem that is of value. Too much of our world right now is set up in this notion that everything is either red or blue. Journalism is so much more than that, and that's what we're focused on at Poynter, which is to get past a lot of the noise and the shouting and get into how can credible, independent information work for you in any way, whether it's your personal life or your professional life. We hope you come to the Poynter Bowtie Ball. It's named the Bowtie Ball because Nelson Poynter, he wore bow ties every day. He loved bow ties. That's where we're going to honor Jane Pauley, Gary Trudeau, Dean Baquet. We're going to celebrate the value of independent journalism, what it means to you in your daily life, what it means to our democracy. Celebrating all the things we share together, not just all our differences. So please come. The event is November 15th. At the JW Marriott in Tampa. Go to our website, poynter.org, for information about buying tickets, sponsorships. It's a blast. And this year it's more special than ever, to be honest. So please join us for our 50th anniversary. We're proud of the work we've done, and we'd like to tell you more about it.